Yo, what's good? In this one, we're gonna tap into that Gunna vibe. Yeah, I'm about to show you the secret sauce and just the kind of like techniques I'll use to make those wavy beats that hopefully even Gunna would want to bop his head to. From selecting the perfect sounds, to using the right chords that Gunna likes to rap on, and to arranging the entire beat. Yeah, I've got you covered in this one, man. So you should be able to cook up an entire beat, a super vibey beat for Gunna by yourself by the end of this video. Since Gunna got out of jail, it seems like he's been using like a couple of different vibes, man. He dropped the song Bread and Butter, different kind of vibes, different chords, even quite a fast beat as well. The new project as well, A Gift and a Curse. A lot of different vibes in there, man. So we've got a bit more flexibility now when it comes to Gunna beats. So yeah, let's start off with some chords, man. I'm gonna pull in just a piano for now. I'm gonna use just a free one as well. Got this sick one from a decent sampler. Yeah, it's got the claustrophobic piano. We got the tempo set to 165, something a bit faster for Gunna. Let's start off with some chords then, man. We'll get a simple F sharp minor chord put in. Then to get that kind of sad feel, just to really enhance that sad vibe, we're just gonna knock the middle note up an octave. And then for the second chord, we want something that's going to make it sound just kind of airy and just a little bit emotional at the same time. So the next chord, which is a great one for this, to go down 4 semitones to D major. And we'll just keep it simple, man. These Gunna beats aren't too crazy in terms of the music theory. They're kind of repetitive. It's just a case of stacking sounds and making it sound super ambient. Bring that across. And then next, we can just go in and add our own little top melody, something to kind of fill the gap between these chords. Yeah, something as simple as that, man, that could work. Just to make it sound a bit more realistic, we're just going to randomize them. And then I like to just go in and offset some of the keys. Just hold Alt, just drag them across like this. Last thing for this part of the melody is just some bass notes. Yeah, something like that. Some little passing notes up here. Now let's go in with some effects, man. We want to make this super ambient. We're going for that Gunna style, so we really want to wash the melody out. So we're just going to add some EQ, just to kind of dampen off the low ends. With some Valhalla vintage verb, just use a CH strings whole preset, and then some delay tape using this stereo sweep delay. So we go from sounding like this to this. Yeah, it just really spaces it out, man. Next thing we're going to add is like just a little layer. So I'm going to come into Analog Lab and just find a nice pad. Yeah, this Vacation to the Tropics one sounds nice. So all I'm going to do, man, is just copy and paste the keys. Maybe get rid of the bass notes. And we'll add some Portal to it. I'm going to jump into the Zenith presets. This preset bank's going to be part of a huge bundle that I'm going to be dropping real soon, man. It's going to be called the Zenith bundle. It's going to have a huge drum kit, 100 guitar starters, a bunch of flute phrases, hi-hat midis, melody midis, Portal presets, vital presets, and loops. Yeah, it's going to be a big one, man. The kit is dropping on the 30th officially, but if you want to get onto it early, then hit the first link in the description. You'll be able to get the kit at a discounted price on the 26th of June and be entered into a beat battle where you can win over $1,400 worth of VSTs, DAW upgrades, new plugins. But yeah, let's find a nice preset for this melody. That's kind of nice. The next little layer that I'll go to for Gunna kind of vibe is just something to give it some life that isn't anything more human than an actual human being. So that's what we're going to add next, man. See if I can find a nice vocal chop for this. Yeah, that's nice. We'll come in with this radio preset with the EQ and some extra reverb. So the next thing I like to do, and this is just a little bit of secret sauce for you guys that like to make your own melodies, is I like to take what I've got, just warp the sound, mess with the pitch, mess with the tempo, just really mess with it to a point where it does sound like an actual sample. I'm going to come in and consolidate this. I'm going to try and mess with the pitch first. So that's going to nice up. The next thing I like to do is just detune it. There's this plugin called Sketch Cassette. It's kind of like RC20. It's got some nice wow and flutter settings right here. Yeah, sounding crazy so far, man. And then the last thing is to add some atmosphere. To do that, I'm just going to use a nice texture. I'm going to come into the Zenith drum kit, and then I've got some textures right here. I'm liking this playground one. It's very subtle. And yeah, we've got ourselves a nice, unique sounding melody there, man. When it comes to the drums for these Gunna style beats, keeping it simple is super key. You don't want to go too crazy with every single pattern. So yeah, let's get our main percussion in, man. We'll start with the snare. Okay, hi-hat next. I want it to sound a little bit tighter, a little bit cleaner. We're gonna pitch up to like D, D sharp. And again, man, we'll keep this simple. Chop these two right here. Yeah, something like that. Then we can add some nice triplet bounces to these hi-hats too. Switch this to a third beat. Fade these ones in. Yeah, that's it, man. Next sound is just a little open hat. A nice clean, trappy open hat is what you're looking for. Yeah, this squeeze one sounds kind of cool. Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah. Okay, and the last thing, man, the little cherry on top and the main sound for these Gunna vibes is a nice prominent 808. Now the key to these 808s isn't really so much the sounds, it's just how simple you keep the 808, man. Can't tell you how many beats I hear from Gunna where the 808 is just so simple, and that simplicity just gives it way more impact. Having tons of 808s, having them coming in all the time, just, I don't know, you just get bored of them. But when you just hear it hit once and it just disappears, you're kind of waiting for it to come back. So when it does hit again, sounds crazy, man. Let's go with a simple 808 pattern. I just have it like that, you know? A little bit different in the second half. Yeah, that's hitting hard, man. See, that simplicity just keeps it so open. Plenty of space for vocals, man. Next thing I want to add to this is a kick. Because the 808 is so simple, we can actually kind of like sauce up the kick a little bit. You know, add a bit more bounce to it. That's nice and wavy. Now, like I said earlier, I like to come back into the melody. I like to add some little leads, some little accent notes, just to give it some movement while the beat's going, you know. I'm thinking of keeping with the ambient vibes. Gonna open up another analog lab. Let's try a lead this time. Yeah, that's it. And then one last thing for the melody is just some little accent notes. Again, something nice and ambient. Yeah, you can almost not even hear them, but it's those little accent notes, those little passing notes that just glue all the melody together, man. So it's super important to have them in there as well. But yeah, man, in terms of the beat, we're pretty much there. The only thing left to do is add a nice little bass in. Got a bunch of these bass one shots in my new kit. I'm liking this warp speed one. Sounds sick. These two little passing notes right here. Bit of a crazier pattern up here. Something like that, maybe. Maybe have them slide instead. Yeah, that's better. And that's all we need. Now, the easy part, man, arranging. I normally work in blocks, keeps things way simpler for me as a producer, man. Gonna want a nice, like, simple introduction. So we're just gonna keep that piano playing in the beginning. And then in this section, we'll bring everything in, like the piano, the pad, the vocal chop, and we'll bring the bass in too. Yeah, nice build up. This is going to be the chorus right here. For a beat with a tempo like this, it's kind of fast. A 2-block chorus is more than good enough, man. Just to clarify, what I mean by 2 blocks is 2 blocks. So this is a block for me. That's a block, that's a block. That's 2 blocks, man. That's a chorus. When it drops, I want to have everything playing apart from the kick and the open hat. And then in this second section, we'll bring in that top melody, bring the texture back, bring the kick back. And that's the chorus right there, man. 2 blocks. At the end of the choruses, I like to add a little break in the drums. Just literally bring all the drums in a little bit like that. Now we're into a verse, man. Now for a beat like this, a verse is probably about 3 blocks. So we've got a block right here, just the piano. Bring in this melody where it gets a bit busier. And then we'll bring in this melody here where we've got the vocals playing, everything playing. And we'll also bring those little top melodies across. And then in terms of the drums, man, kind of keep it similar to the chorus. If you want to make things saucy, you want to like spice up the beat a little bit, then you can add like little cuts here and there in the drum. But just be careful not to overdo it. Add a little chop right here just before it hits on the next bar. Little gap right here. Yeah, I think right here we can bring the drums across again. Could add a little break maybe. After that, I'm gonna take the pre-hook right here, the hook, which is here, verse, which is here. I'm just gonna copy it all across. So now we've got 2 hooks, 2 verses. So we'll take the pre-hook and the hook and just copy it over one more time. And then we'll take the intro, put that at the end. So yeah, we've got about a 3-minute beat right there. In terms of beat length, that's about spot on. And there we have it, man. We've got ourselves a full beat. And to make sure that this is actually usable, what I've gone and done is gone onto his new album, picked a song, ran it through an audio splitter just so we can take the vocals, slap the vocals over it, quick mix, and then let's see how it sounds.
LLB.
All right, let's see. Yeah, nice clean intro.
It's gon' feel like you payback, hating, love to say that. It's that to you outside, come where you stay.
Yeah, that works.
Southside, Mayday, and no braid, A-hat. Dog going crazy, he don't wanna sit back. Rolling on getting high, ashes falling on my linen. Life changing with the time, so lately I've been reminiscing. Sitting back at the Maybach, wishing that we was in a Bentley. Talking about all of these 4 niggas that always had some.
Yeah, all those little simple patterns add up and it just creates a whole nice vibe. Hope this one was helpful for you guys. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.